As busy college students, we sometimes overlook the things that, or even people that help make our lives a bit easier here at the Ozarks campus. So in this next segment, Adrian Valerio takes the time to introduce to us a very familiar face.
Every day, students open their sea boxes, take their mail, and walk away. But do they ever wonder how their mail gets there? Since January 1996, Francie Cannel has been the mail room supervisor, and although we don't always see her, she makes our lives a lot easier. But how does a normal day start for Francie?
Well, say we open at 8, and we just kind of get prepared, things ready in here, and then I go down about 8:15 or so to pick up the mail from the Clarksville post office and bring it back up here, and then we sort it, and distribute it, and once we get the mail in the mailboxes and in the campus offices, then we deliver those around campus too in the morning, and then we also have like deliveries through the day, UPS, Federal Express, and so on. And then in the afternoons, about 1:30, we go make the afternoon rounds where we go pick up the campus mail and bring it back here and process it and take it back down to the Clarksville post office.
And once you get the packages, how do you know where they are supposed to go?
Okay, well, each color is a different day of the week, so that's how we. Like Friday is green, so all the packages that came in today are going to have the green tag on them, and it just makes it quicker for us to, to find them on the shelf or to find them on the sign-up sheet. So it just makes things faster for us.
And what is the thing you like the most about your job?
It's the people, the students and the staff. Everybody really seems to work together really well, and they're just like a lot of friends, Really, it's a friendly place to be. It's a really nice place. It's a nice place to work.
So remember to say hi next time you see Francie walking around campus. For Channel 6, this is Adrian Valerio.
I always wondered why those little slips, colored slips I get in my sea box were different colors.
Well, it just goes to show that you can learn something different and new every day, doesn't it? Coming up next, members of our TV news production class provide you with an interesting spin on a wide array of topics.
But first, we'll take a quick break. You're watching the Eagle Update on KUOZ Channel 6.
Like a hospital that has good clinical results, good clinical decisions.
I think that we are very comparable to hospitals in a big city. We do laparoscopic colon resections.
I've been here 35 years, and I think overall it's been very good with both the art and the science of medicine.
It's the best kept secret. It sure is. I think we've got a lot to offer that the big hospitals have to offer, and people just don't know about that.
Welcome back to the Eagle Update on KUOZ Channel 6.
If you're wondering why you may have seen one of our TV news production students walking around campus with one of these, here's your answer.
It's now time for our Ozarks 360. Starting us off, Taylor Jacks gets the scoop on the Haiti relief efforts on campus.
Phi Beta Lambda, an on-campus organization, has been doing its part to help with the Haiti relief effort. We went around campus and asked people what was it about and how they felt about it.
Right now we're working on a relief project for Haiti. As we all know, in Haiti there was an earthquake recently, and they're in desperate need of any help we can give them. And in this project we're collecting donations to prepare hygiene kits for them. And in these hygiene kits they had the basic needs such as toothbrush, soap, a nail clipper, and all those kinds of stuff. We're putting them together, and we're doing this with the Presbyterian Assistance community, and they're going to be in charge of sending them to Haiti. We have boxes in the Borham building, in the SSS computer lab, in the student center, as well as in the CAF, which is upstairs. We have also a box in the administration building, in the JLC, and one in all the dorms.
What do you think about the PBL Haiti relief effort?
It's working. A synergistic approach to find practical means to support folks who literally have had everything taken away from them in one stroke. I think it's a great way to get help there in a practical way and very quickly, and to have it implemented. That's key.
Ozarks is always a good community, and everyone always pulls together, and I would expect nothing less from PBL.
Very nice.
Very good thing.
I think it's good. We really do need to help, so.
I think it's awesome.
It's pretty good.
I think it's great.
It's a good cause. Hope they do very well with it.
I agree with Brian Hull. He's a very wise man.
For KUOZ Channel 6, I'm Taylor Jacks.
My critical inquiry class decided to take on an overgrown area that belonged to the school, between the president's house and the parking lot. Okay. Actually, what's back there is a wonderful area that has a small stream that runs through it, a lot of stone steps, a lot of plants that were put back there by different professors over a period of probably 40 or 50 years, starting sometime probably in the 30s. And then it had been allowed to totally overgrow with mostly hedge and other plants and trees and ivy, so that when you looked at that area from the parking lot, from the new parking lot, which is behind the science building, all you saw was just overgrown weeds and growth. I would walk my dog past that area on Hill Street, and I'd look at it and think, you know, I'll bet there's probably something kind of nice back in there. It was all overgrown. So I went to the president and I told him, I have this idea, would it be all right if my CI class started clearing that area as part of their community service hours? And he thought that was a great idea and suggested that I contact Dr. Jeffries, who is a biology botany professor on campus. And he has worked with my CI class now for the past 2 fall semesters. He gets in there with his chainsaw and he whacks away, and then we drag all the trimmings and the trash, and we also use the loppers. Maintenance people give us different kinds of, you know, garden tools to work over there too. And so as a result, for the last 2 semesters, we've been able to get it cleared out, and you can walk over there, and we hope to continue working, planting bulbs, planting trees, and turning it into a beautiful area that everybody can enjoy. At this point, I don't know if this is official, but I think it's going to be called Reynolds Park, named after Ruby Reynolds, who was a longtime professor here in the science department. She was here when I came in the 80s, and she devoted a lot of her time and attention over many, many hours to the science building and to the issue of showing the students the world outside of this campus, and so I think they would like to name it after her.
I'm going around campus today talking to 10 faculty and staff and 10 students, seeing what their favorite phone is and why they chose it.
An iPhone.
iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
I have a BlackBerry Curve 8900.
Got it.
I have an iPhone. I have an iPhone.
After talking to the students, I sort of noticed a trend, and then I went to the faculty members and realized that it wasn't the same in the older generation.
I have the iPhone.
I actually like the iPhone.
Ryzen NV 2 or 3.
LG highly technological flip-out keyboard.
An LG View. It's a smartphone.
It's a hand-me-down from my kids. I took their old one, so.
Motorola, and it was passed down to me by my daughter. Every time she upgrades, I get her old one.
There was a trend in the students, and the faculty members varied a little bit more, but when it comes to the uses and applications that the students and faculty used for their phones, it seemed to vary a little bit more.
My favorite thing about it is the background. It's a little fish, and you touch it, and it'll chase your finger.
I have my alarms there, I have what I have to do there, and I have, different ringtones for different stuff. So basically, it's really useful.
It takes good pictures.
I like that it flips open and has the little QWERTY keyboard that I can type on.
Radio, stream radio, and be able to do email or everything else, like cross-platform with the audio stuff.
There seems to be about 1,000,001 reasons why people want these little things, whether it's a touch screen, a flip phone, easy to use, a little fish that you can touch, and there seems to be a phone to fit all the needs. For KUOZ Channel 6, I'm Taylor Jacks.